What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your second stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and stimulus negotiation news for Sunday, September 27th. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. Now, here is what I want to address in today's video. First off, where are current stimulus negotiations at? Where are we at currently with them? Also want to address what to do if you are still owed a stimulus check, because you have a little bit over 2 weeks to claim your stimulus check before it's gone. Also, who will receive the second stimulus check? I'm getting a lot of questions about this, so again, I want to answer that for you. Also, how might the second stimulus check be different in the new proposal? Address that as well. And also, how will the Supreme Court nominee affect negotiations moving forward? And lastly, I want to kind of address something that some people have been mentioning, and it's big news, is will the twindemic hit the United States? If you don't know what that is, stick around till the end of this video and I will address that. It's really important that you understand what it is. So, first off, before I jump into the stimulus update, first off, I just want to say many people have been criticizing me because I have been bashing Democrats and hating on Nancy Pelosi. But I want to fill you in on the truth. First off, I understand, I get it. But here's the thing. The first thing I want to tell you is, what is the truth? The truth is, as of right now, I'm not a fan of anybody in Congress. Not Democrats, not Republicans, not President Trump. Because as of right now, there's really no leadership. And all it is between Republicans and Democrats, between the House and the Senate, are just a bunch of little kids fighting over their own agendas. So as of right now, I'm not a fan of anybody. I don't like Democrats, don't like Republicans, until they give the American people the money that they deserve. Also, right now I'm bashing Democrats, or House Democrats, because they are the ones that hold all the power right now. People in the Senate hold absolutely no power. Republicans in the House hold very little power. It's only House Democrats. If you would have asked me back in June, and go and watch some of my videos in June, I was bashing Mitch McConnell and Senate Republicans for not passing the HEROES Act that I knew at that point would have been a big deal to all of America. Would have given the American people some relief leading into the worst months of this pandemic. So I will continue to bash whoever it is until Congress decides to give the American people, help out the people that voted them in to the position that they're currently in. So that is my right as an American. That is also my right as a human being. You have rights as well. Here's one of the things that I ask of you. This is what I need help from you on. Okay? If you disagree with anything that I say, please let me know down in the comment section below what you disagree with, and you'll give me your point of view, because I'm not right 100% of the time. I can guarantee that. But just do me a favor, please be respectful, be helpful, and give me some information to go off of. So that's all I ask from you. So now let's get into the stimulus update. All right? Let's begin with the stimulus update for today, and let's talk about what's going on. First, President Trump has officially nominated Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. This has instantly increased tensions within the Senate, specifically with Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell. Now, Democrats are saying that Mitch McConnell should have waited, President Trump should have waited until whoever is elected on November 3rd gets picked. So if it's President Trump, then Chuck Schumer said, all right, you can pick the next Supreme Court justice. But if it's Joe Biden, it should be up to Joe Biden to pick the next Supreme Court justice. They should have waited. They didn't. So we'll see what happens. Also, this will potentially turn the court to 6-3 for conservative liberal majority. And this hasn't happened for like 80 to 90 years, I guess. It's been a while. I wasn't born then. I have no idea, but that's what my research shows. So this could be a big change. So we don't know how big of a change till it happens, but this could be big. Also, Chuck Schumer has stated that for Democrats, nothing is off the table. So we will see what happens if they try to prevent this nominee from actually going through. But again, we will see. Nancy Pelosi, on the other hand, said that they will use every arrow in their quiver, but she later came out and said that she will not entertain another impeachment for President Trump. So again, we will see what happens there, but just know it has increased tensions within the Senate. It has increased tensions between the House and the Senate. So I expect that is going to create some tension between Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin. However, at this point, there are no reports that have stated that. Currently, it is being reported that Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi have been negotiating over the past few days and will continue to negotiate every single day behind closed doors or through the phone. Now, these reports are saying that they are not trying to get out there and say stuff to the media. And here's why. Some people were saying that with the media knowing about the stimulus negotiations and the talks between the two sides prior to the House and Senate members, this caused multiple issues. So, as of right now, Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin are said to be in talks, but they are not expected to give a huge update every single day on what they're talking about. So, we'll have to do our best. Hopefully, there will be reports, mainly from Politico, The Hill, places like that, Wall Street Journal, that will give us some updates on what's going on. And as soon as they do, I promise I will bring those to you. Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin are said to be negotiating and hopefully striking a deal without the involvement of others. When they involved others, what happened was things leaked, information got out, and then it made it harder and harder to negotiate. So this should make it easier to come to a quicker resolution. Also, President Trump trusts Steven Mnuchin and his intentions and views him as the only negotiator that Nancy Pelosi will work with. Nancy Pelosi does not want to work with Mark Meadows, and Nancy Pelosi will not negotiate directly with President Trump. Based on new reports, Democrats plan to release their new proposal sometime either Monday or Tuesday. It could get pushed back, however, it's expected sometime Monday or Tuesday, so this could be really great news, which means, it's also being reported in these same reports that with Mnuchin and Pelosi making some headway, they're still somewhat far apart, but they do expect to, if they come a little bit closer, to vote on this bill by October 2nd. So that's this coming Friday. So some people close to the negotiators are saying that we should have more answers this week and possibly end the week with a vote. That would be incredible. That would be great news. It would be a vote on the House floor. So as long as we see a vote, and as long as before that we see there's some positive news from Steve Mnuchin and President Trump, then it should be good. But if we don't hear any positive news and we see a vote on the House floor, then chances are nothing happened. They're still way too far apart, which is what they're saying, that Steve Mnuchin or people close to the negotiators are saying they're still somewhat far apart, and they're far apart on state and local government funding and also the unemployment, which is mainly the weekly unemployment benefit. Is it going to be 600, 450, 300, and how many weeks will it go? Now, that is so far what we know with the stimulus negotiations. Now let's address, and I'm going to explain the stimulus check in just a second, but first, let me address what you need to do if you are still owed a stimulus check, the first stimulus check that was issued back in April. If you are still owed this check, the IRS says you have until October 15th to claim this check. If you do not do it by October 15th of this year, then you have to wait until next year to claim or to get your stimulus check back on your taxes. So if you want it now, you can get it now. But if you don't need it or you forget, you can do it next year when you file your 2020 taxes. Also, the fastest way to get a hold of the IRS and to get an answer is to call them. Call them, just go to google.com and type in IRS stimulus check phone number. And you can find a phone number right there that you can call them on. All right? Now, if you are missing money, the IRS recommends you call them and explain what is going on and what is missing. Sometimes the IRS misses stuff. It happens. They're human. They make mistakes. So they say give them a call. There are many people that will answer your phones. What I personally recommend, and what many people have told me, you need to call between 8 and 9 a.m. during the week, obviously not on the weekend, between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the West Coast, okay, where I'm at, okay, I need to call between 5 and 6 a.m. my time in order to reach the IRS between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead and do that, and you'll have more luck actually getting a hold of them. Next thing, currently, the new stimulus checks will be for people that make less than $75,000 per year. So if you made less than $75,000 per year and you are an individual, you will get a stimulus check. If you are a couple, two people, just double that, $150,000 or less, and you guys will get a stimulus check, and that includes dependents as well. Currently, people that owe back child support, based on the way the HEROES Act was written, because I'm not going off of the HEALS Act, I'm not going off of what Republicans have put out there, I'm only going off of what Democrats have said and proposed. That is the HEROES Act. I'm using that as my foundation. So, people that owe back child support will get the second stimulus check, but not the first one. However, the people did not, that if you owed back child support, the IRS did take your stimulus check on the first one, but you could potentially get it on the second. Also, people that owe back taxes, the IRS said they will not garnish your stimulus check. Not on the first, they didn't do it on the first one, and they will not do it on the second if you owe back taxes, but they will do it for child support. Also, adult dependents will get a stimulus check, the second stimulus check. That means if your parent is on your taxes and let's say they're 75, they will still get a stimulus check. That's a $1,200 stimulus check as of right now. Now, that could also be a retroactive stimulus check, which would mean if your adult dependent is on your taxes, they could potentially get the second stimulus check at maybe $1,200, and they could also get a retroactive stimulus check, which means that first stimulus check, they could get it for $500. So we will see what happens, but that is currently who would get the next stimulus check. Now, let's address one other thing. Will the United States avoid a twindemic? Okay, that's something that a lot of people are wondering. But a lot of people are wondering, what is a twindemic? Well, a twindemic is essentially the flu season and COVID-19 overlapping. Okay, two pandemics combined. Now, currently, that is the worst possible outcome. A twindemic, the two pandemics combined, plus no vaccine for COVID-19 is going to cause the worst possible outcome. Health experts are predicting that 400,000 deaths are expected in the United States by the end of this year. That is huge. That's a huge number. That's a huge increase in deaths. Currently, we sit at 202,000 or a little bit more. Now, what these health experts are saying is that they are expecting roughly 2,000 deaths per day in December alone. They're contributing this to it being cold outside and people gathering indoors more often. So this is huge. If these numbers come true, this is going to be huge. It's already huge. It's already big. But this is going to make a bad situation even worse. That's essentially doubling the amount of deaths we currently have. Now, this could lead to seriously understaffed medical facilities, which means people that are sick for other reasons will not be able to get the care that they need. So because of that, that's why one of the reasons they are expecting there to be more deaths than we currently have. Also, they are recommending if you normally get a flu shot, or even if you don't, get a flu shot early. Get it before the flu season really begins. Get it now. Get it as soon as possible. And stay away from people outside of your home. If it's possible, only gather with the people inside your immediate family. That's the people inside your home right now. So there you guys go. That is your second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Sunday, September 27th. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.